Welcome to this video. In this video, I'm going to be doing a Nuburu stock analysis. Now, before I get into this analysis, you need to know what kind of company Nuburu actually is. So, what many might not know is Nuburu is actually a mix-up of four companies. So, on the left, the circular, that is the Orbit, that is a software platform. Then we have Lyocon, this is a laser engine manufacturer. Then we have Techne, they build armored vehicles. And last, we have Maddox Defense, which 3D prints drone parts. So, it is a complete mix-up company. And I have to say, none of these are profitable, which is one of the reasons I don't like Nuburu, but I'm also going to get into that a bit later. Now let's look at the stock. So if we look at the stock, we can see it is crazy volatile. So firstly, we have here on the 2nd of March, we have a 5-to-1 stock split, meaning if you own 5 stocks, you're now only going to own 1. But that is not the worst part. If we go back to 2024 right here, we can see it was even worse. We had a 40-to-1 stock split, and that was also to stay on the Nasdaq. So reverse stock splits is one of the worst thing a stock can do, and that is because when a price dips too low, they often need to make a reverse stock split, so the price is then artificially higher, so they can keep being traded on the Nasdaq. Now, if I just make this graph a bit bigger and make each candle a day instead, look at this graph. That is absolutely horrid. It has just gone down and gone down and gone down, and they have to reverse split before, and as I said, they're doing one now as well here on Monday. And if we look at the RSI, which is the relative strength index, just look down here. Most of the time we're trading below 50. And below 50 meaning the stock is trading downwards. So when we're below 50 but above 30, we're in the lower trending channel, meaning the stock is simply trading downwards. Then when it's trading downwards fast, we're in the lower RSI or the oversold part of the RSI. That, like here when we are at 19.22. Now, when the stock price is rising, we're above 50 and below 70, it's just rising normally. Then it rises rapidly, like right here. It's up here in the upper RSI, and that means the stock price is rising rapidly. Now, when it's down here or up here, it's often much more volatile, so always be much more careful. Now, something that is a bit of a red flag on the Nuburu is, of course, the beta is relatively low, and the reason for that is there is virtually no volume in this stock. Just look at that. The volume down here is very, very small. There's being traded not that many shares. Now, something you should also note is the market cap. Just look at this. Market cap of 48.3 million. Now, that is absolutely nothing. And why is that also important? We can see that right here. They have made a 12 million public offering and trading to remain on the Nasdaq. This is quite a problem, to be honest. They have to raise 25% of how much they're worth just to stay on the Nasdaq. That is absolutely crazy. Now let's take a look at some of their earnings. So if you look at their financials and look at their revenue, we have virtually nothing. We have some high-powered lasers, and they make no money at all. Now they used to make some, but to be honest, I will classify this as no money at all for a stock exchange company. Now, if we take a look at the overview, the enterprise value is 74 million, but look just how much of that is debt. $32.74 million of debt, and a market cap of 48.30. That is absolutely nothing. They do have some cash, but that really isn't a lot. Now, if we take a look at their shares, we have relatively few closely held shares, and that is quite nice to see, to be honest. Now, if we look at their PE and price to sales, so look at their price earnings in 2021, it was 23, and then it rose to 36. And ever since then, they haven't made money, and the price to sales has been quite low, and currently the price to sales is 1,416. So it is very, very, very high, and this is always a huge, huge, huge red flags. Now, if you look at the statements for this company and look at annual, just look at total revenue, none at all. Operating income is negative, 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 negative. I cannot say enough how little fan I am of this company. I think is a Hail Mary, and I'm not a fan of it. Now, if we look at the seasonal for this company, just look at this. Virtually every single year it is negative. We have one positive year since 2020, and that was 2020. Look at how many years we all have lost 98, 90, 80, 50%. So honestly, this is not a great company. Then if we look at the technicals, we can see for the day it's a sell, for the week it's a sell, and for the month it is it's actually still not a strong sell like was the other two. Now, and we don't even have analysts trading on it because it is such a small stock. Now, can they, of course, continue? I will give them a 25% chance that they are still publicly traded when 2027 ends. I think Nuburu has gone down under, and I don't think we're going to see it again. And the reason for that is it is too many companies put together into one. Now, so to be honest, I wouldn't buy this stock. I don't own any of the stock, and I would never recommend anyone I own to buy this stock. Now that was my analysis on Nuburu. If you like this video, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. And of course, remember this isn't financial advice, this is purely for entertainment and educational purposes. But if you want to see more videos like this, please leave the company's analyze in the comment section below.